Look at my son. I'm so very proud of him. I have to admit that I almost didn't put in the extra time on April 23rd, 1958, to uniquely design one more man. But I knew that I would need someone very special to plant this new church I had in mind, to make sure he would be ready to serve his purpose. I decided to make him a middle child so that he would learn how to watch those that have gone before him and not repeat the same mistakes, as well as to be in position where he could look back and help those that would follow him. I made him African American so that he could be filled with the rhythm and the soul-stirring spirit that runs through his ancestors' veins. He would need this in order to properly nod his head to the beat of the gospel rap music and to run across the pulpit shouting blessings into my name. I made him to love sports so that he would learn the importance of teamwork and discipline. This would help him in his kicks when it was time for him to hoop at the end of his sermon. And yes, unfortunately, I would allow some pain to come into his life. He would learn how to be compassionate and understanding. He would be ready when I bring hurting people into his life and would be able to affectionately share from a true place of pain. I would give him time to be foolish. Yes, foolish. He would try drugs that didn't come from a CVS and drink from bottles that were not Deer Park. Even though this was a risk, I would allow it because he needed to be reminded that he was not perfect and need for him to be grateful that I saved him from himself and from the world. And should he forget, I would have family and friends around him who would help to remind him and keep him humble. I would make him to become bored with traditional churches as usual and give him a spirit of creativity. This will allow me to motivate him to try new ideas, create new environments, and have a new vision. To prepare my new church plant, I identified some very special people to help get it started and another group to help keep it going. I picked flexible people who didn't mind worshiping in the backyard instead of in a building. I picked people who wouldn't mind lending a helping hand with renovations in 8 Crane Highway. Yes, they were grateful for the humble beginnings. Their worship brought many new members, so I decided to move them to a larger location to expand their territory. You thought that you were going to the old Moose Lodge, but I had to close that door to see if you would trust me. I tested you, first by having you convert the Majest Bar filled with smoke and booze on Saturday night into a sanctuary for me on Sunday morning. You were faithful in doing that. I decided that I would just let you rent the building full time. In order to prepare you for the next level, I had to bless you with the ability to purchase the church and the surrounding land. You have no idea the wonders I have planned for you in due season. It will give me great pleasure to reveal it. And on this day, I want all past, present members of New Vision to know how very pleased I am with how you've worked so hard to make contemporary disciples to confront the problems of this contemporary world. Pastor, members, guest, New Vision, my masterpiece.